The echo of the empty house. When a young woman inherits her grandparents' house in an isolated town, she decides to spend the night there, seeking to uncover secrets from the past. What begins as a quiet visit quickly turns into a nightmare as inexplicable and terrifying events start to unfold. When the past goes silent, it waits to be forgotten. But sometimes it won't settle for that. And when you open the right door, the echo of what once was will never be silenced again. Lucy, 25, a young woman with dark hair and a tense expression, drives alone toward the house. She arrives, parks, and glances apprehensively out the window. Turning off the car, she grabs her backpack, takes a deep breath, and steps out. The door creaks as it opens. Lucy steps inside the house, which is in decent shape but dusty. The sound of her footsteps echoes through the empty space. She looks around, clearly uneasy yet curious. Old family photos hang on the walls, portraying grandparents, parents, and other relatives. Lucy enters the living room, where a large, unlit fireplace dominates the space. She places her backpack on the couch and begins exploring, opening drawers and doors. She finds old items, including a wooden box, family books, and a dusty journal. While flipping through the journal, a window upstairs slams shut forcefully, startling her. She looks up quickly. Lucy, whispering to herself, "No, it's just the wind." Determined, Lucy heads to the second floor, where the window continues banging. She opens the door to the dark hallway. The floor creaks under her steps as she walks. In the distance, she hears something being dragged. Approaching one of the rooms, she notices a door slightly ajar. Inside, she finds an old crib in the corner and a large, worn, gold-framed mirror. In the mirror, she sees something strange, the reflection of a shadowy figure standing behind her. But when she turns around, there's no one there. Lucy freezes, her heart racing. She looks closer at the mirror, and the figure vanishes. "I must be losing my mind." She hurries out of the room, trying to convince herself it's all in her head. But as she descends the stairs, a low, muffled laugh echoes from upstairs. The discovery. Despite her fear, Lucy decides to check the attic. The spiral staircase looks unused for years. She turns on a flashlight and climbs up. The attic is filled with old boxes and furniture, but something at the far end catches her attention. A rocking chair, slowly rocking back and forth. As she approaches, the chair abruptly stops, as if someone halted it. Her flashlight flickers briefly, and when it steadies, she sees the figure of an elderly woman with a pale face and hollow eyes, staring at her from the shadows. Lucy screams and runs toward the stairs, but the staircase begins to stretch endlessly, as if she'll never reach the ground. Turning back toward the attic, she finds the doors locking themselves. Something blocks her escape. The past returns. Desperate, Lucy starts rummaging through the attic, finding an old wooden box engraved with her grandmother's name. Inside are family photos and a handwritten letter that reads, "Never let the mirror see you. What is trapped within always comes back." Suddenly, her flashlight flickers again, and she hears whispers. The sound leads her toward the large mirror from the bedroom. She decides to return to the room. Lucy re-enters the bedroom and finds the mirror again. Its reflection now seems distorted. The shadowy figure reappears, but this time, it smiles at her. The smile is grotesque and unnerving. Without warning, the figure begins to emerge from the mirror. Lucy tries to scream, but no sound escapes her lips. She feels an invisible force pulling her toward the mirror. Climax. Lucy struggles against the supernatural force, trying to resist the pull of the mirror. In a final act of desperation, she grabs her grandmother's journal and reads the last words aloud. "The house demands something, and it won't be you." Suddenly, the figure in the mirror dissolves into a cloud of shadows. Lucy feels a sharp pain in her chest, as if being sucked into the mirror itself. She cries out, but the image of the house begins to fade, and then everything goes dark. Conclusion. The camera pans to the now empty house, eerily silent. The clock on the wall reads 12 a.m. A light turns on in one of the windows, A hand appears in the mirror's reflection, slowly reaching out. Some houses are never truly empty. They hold onto what should never have been. And when you step inside them, sometimes what you find will never let you leave. The mirror reflects on the screen one last time, and the figure's chilling smile reappears before the screen cuts to black.